Hey, hey. Welcome to the sketchbook tour. I just finished my sketchbook literally a couple of hours ago. And I thought it would be fun to kind of like show it off a little bit. If you are familiar with my art Instagram, it's at DELC yeah on Instagram. I post a lot of digital art, a lot of the art I spend a lot of time on, with the occasional doodle posting, sketch posting type thing. So that means I don't really get the opportunity to show off my sketchbook all the time. So I thought we would do that today because I just finished it. After, I want you all to guess how many years I spent on this. Yeah, if you guessed 2 years, you'd be correct. And you know what, honestly, I'm kind of glad that it worked out like that because I feel like over these 2 years I've spent on this thing, my art style has changed a lot over the years. So I thought it was a cool little visualization of my art progress kind of over the years. I don't know how to say it, but this is my sketchbook, and I thought that we would take a little time to appreciate the cover because if you couldn't already tell, these are not real stickers, most of them anyway. The real stickers are the fish, the bugs, and like anything with like a really good outline. You can tell which ones I made myself because they have a really bad outline around them because I'm not good at cutting. Let's start up here. This is Bunny from Animal Crossing, specifically the GameCube Animal Crossing, because it's my favorite game in the series, or one of them anyway. She's my favorite villager in the entire series. I don't know, I just like her. I think she's silly. And then we have Parappa the Rapper. I love the Parappa game so much. Then we have some fish, some bugs. I really like bugs. I think they're really cool. Hachiware from Chikawa. And then we have Usagi from Chikawa. I really like Chikawa. And then we have some fish stickers, some bug stickers, KK Slider. And then we have Ness from Earthbound. Earthbound is one of my favorite video games of all time. I have some more fish. And then I printed this off of Pinterest. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I really vibe with this. I really like what the message this sends, because this is really good. Just bunnies carrying apples. What's not to like about that? And then these two are Luna stickers. Luna is my favorite K-pop group of all time. Really like their music, really like their stuff. If you couldn't already tell, I really like Luna. And then over here I just have some keychains. So without further ado, let's just get inside this thing. All right, so the first page in my sketchbook, this is not in chronological order, by the way. This is not the first page I ever drew. This page I drew like last month, because this page was empty on purpose ever since I got my sketchbook, because I knew I wanted to do something like this on the first page, but I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. Sketchbook time! As you can see, yes, 2 years have gone by since I started this. So a lot of artists post things like this or make things like this kind of to like a meet the artist type situation. I've done it before digitally, but I've never done it in a sketchbook before. So I thought it would be fun to kind of make that the first page, just to kind of like get to know me. And I think it would be like cool to look back on this in a couple years and be like, oh, what was I into in like 2024, 2025, you know what I mean? And then I could look at these and be like, oh yeah, that's what I was into. I have like my likes and then my dislikes, and then these are my fave songs. About me. Yeah, as you can see, this is not from 2023, this is from 2025. Then this page, ignore. This is when I started to test out my markers and my oil pastels and stuff. A couple months ago. As you can see, I was very excited that the markers don't bleed through. So yeah, let's just get into it. Da 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 da. All right, I'll try not to ruin anything over here. Oops, my keychains are in the way. All right, so first official page, even Chew from Luna. What were you guys expecting? You know what I mean? If you know me, I don't play about these girls, okay? If you know me IRL or like on any of my social media presences, I don't, I really don't play about Luna. And then we have Hula Hoop, Chew during Hula Hoop era. I remember drawing this in study hall in like, when was this? 2023. Oh, I forgot to mention, my first drawing was in September, sorry. September 23rd was the day of my first drawing in here. Yeah, Hula Hoop era Chew. And then Shake It. One of my favorite Queendom performances, and just like one of my favorite Luna performances in general. I just doodled these super quick one day. I'm not really vibing with it, you know what I mean? Like, it's obviously not like a representation of my style nowadays, but it was from 2 years ago. What are you gonna, what are you gonna say? And then go on. So, drew some go-ons, and then I drew her favorite Animal Crossing villager. I don't know, just to kind of fill the space. I do that a lot, more go-ons. As you can tell, I draw like 2 or 3 doodles a page, so I kind of have trouble filling the space. So you'll see a lot of stars and exclamation points and other little doodles to kind of fill the space. Then we have Eve from Luna, and this was Eve live stream this morning. Apparently she had a live stream on October 6th. And then more go-ons. This is from when Lucemble first started. What a throwback, am I right, everybody? Yeah, this is during Sensitive era. And then we have Jinso from Luna. These are obviously like super quick little doodles. I didn't put a lot of effort into my doodles yet. Then we have Kimlet. And these are like a couple days apart. You can tell I was like really trying to fill this in, but I lost steam somewhere around this era. And then this is when Howl came out. Chew's first solo album. I was so hyped for this album when it first came out. And yeah, if I forget to write the date, I'll just say I forgot the date. But this was like a couple days before Howl came out, I think. Like, these are pictures from her teaser trailers, I think. Then we have Yojin from Sensitive era. Oh, then I wanted to point this out. You'll see this a couple times in my sketchbook. Like, obviously, you're like, what is this? Sometimes when I was at school, I would get out my sketchbook, and sometimes I would get an idea for a drawing I wanted to make on Procreate, but I didn't have my iPad with me at school, so I would like quickly jot it down in my sketchbook as like a layout kind of thing. And then when I got home, I would take a picture of this and put it into Procreate and then make like a digital art piece out of it. So as you can tell, like, this is obviously not like a completed picture. You can tell like my notes and my little doodles and stuff. You can tell I put a little bit of effort into these too. But if I don't have a reference, my drawings look like this. This is Eve from Flip That. One of her pictures from the Flip That era. And then we have Hey Ju. And I posted this on my Instagram, if you care. This is another example of I don't have my iPad, so I'm just going to take a picture of it and put it into Procreate later. This is not good, okay? And it's not really supposed to be good, but I was just trying to get ideas out my brain. And then we have Vivi. Just some cute little Vivi doodles, you know? Oh, then we have this. For all the Luna stands out there, you'll know what this building is. It's a real place. I forget where it is or like what it's called, but this is where they filmed the Love Forever music video. It's like this really cool like big castle thing, and I wanted to draw it because I was bored and I was like, I only draw people. I want to draw buildings. Then we have Jinso.
Jinso.
Some more Jinsos. You can tell this was like kind of my experimental era with my art style. I don't draw people like this. I was doing something else. And honestly, I don't know if I like it or hate it or what is going on. Then we have some Hey Jews. I also posted this on my TikTok, I think. Some more Hey Jews. And I drew this. And my reference was, it's Hey Jew, obviously. But when I drew it, I was like, this just kind of looks like Yeji from ITZY. So that's why I wrote that. Kind of silly. I don't know. And then Eve. I also posted this on my Instagram. You can also tell this was around the time when I started like finding out about Chikawa. So these are some very early Chikawa sketches when I wasn't really like familiar with it yet. So I just kind of like drew them from memory because Eve really likes Chikawa too. So I was like, oh, I'll just draw like the Chikawa characters with her. So this was my from memory Usagi and Hachiware from Chikawa. Oh, okay. aespa. Winter from aespa. It's like my favorite member probably at the moment. I like her and Ning Ning a lot. You'll see it. I have a couple more aespa sketches in here for all the aespa stands out there. Some cherries. Ooh, okay. And then this is when Birth came out. Birth by Artemis. This was a really big moment for me. I was so happy during this era. I was just so excited to like have Luna content again. So I drew a lot of pictures from the music video and stuff. Jinsol. I did like a page for each of the members, kind of. I don't do stuff like this often, but I don't know, I thought it would be cool to like kind of draw like some stills of the music video or something. And then this is another drawing I was planning on putting into Procreate. As you can tell, like nobody has a face. It was going to be more detailed in theory, but I never got around to it. Oh, okay. And then 23.5, yeah. 23.5 is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's so cute, it's so fun. And one of the characters is Sun, so I drew her, and I love her so much. Ooh, okay. And then if I remember correctly, yeah, I drew this on my birthday. Fun fact about me, if you didn't know already. My birthday is the same day Eclipse by Kim Lip came out. So I remember drawing this in study hall on my birthday. Just some little Kim Lips. And in 2024, Eclipse came out 7 years ago. Fun fact. Then we have some Heejin doodles. These are pretty cute. This was around the time when I was really starting to get a little bit more comfortable with my art style. We're still kind of in the transitional phase, but you can kind of tell what I'm trying to go for. Ooh, okay, and then Metroid. This was around the era when I started playing Metroid games. Super fun games. And I don't know, I was like playing Zero Mission, I was playing like Prime and stuff like that. Any random Metroid games I could find. Yeah. Oh, okay, and as you can tell, I tried to put some color in here. I don't know how to feel about these sketches. Sorry. More aespa. Karina and Winter. Kinda cute, and I drew like the little characters they have. Ooh, okay. This is when I started watching Arcane, for all the people who like Arcane out there. My favorite character is Caitlyn, as we can clearly tell. I don't care what anybody says, she's my favorite character. Like, her character design is so cool to me. Especially when she had her Dracula cape. Okay, and then I started to care about anatomy a little bit. Or like I tried to learn how to draw hands. So I tried. Some of them are okay, you know? At least in my opinion. Some more Heejin sketches. Ooh, and then I found these markers. These are a little bit more recent. I started like making up little fishes, as you can tell. Like some of them are realistic and some of them are not. I was just playing around. I was fooling around. Then the club penguin fish up here for anyone who cares. Some of these are cute, you know? Okay, Le Seraphim. Yunjin from Le Seraphim. I just did some little doodles, and then like her ghost character, like her representative character, I guess you would call it, is this little ghost, so I drew him, or I guess her, like floating around. Yunjin is probably not my bias on the Seraphim, if I'm being honest. I like Sakura and I like Kazuha, for anyone who cares. And then we have Zelda drawings. I remember being really happy, especially with this one. I don't know, I just kind of liked how they turned out. Ooh, okay. And then this is when I started watching Rose of Versailles, or I guess a rewatch of Rose of Versailles. This is around when the movie, was going to come out. And let me just tell you guys something. The movie is not good. Don't watch the movie, watch the anime. But I was like low-key excited for the movie, which is why I'm like, I hate it so much now, is because I was so hyped for it and then I got disappointed when I was watching it, because I was like, this is not good. But yeah, Rose of Versailles movie in 1 week. Oh, then we have Hyunjin little sketches. Like, yeah. Oh, then these sketches of Irene from Red Velvet. I don't know how to feel about these. I don't know. Ooh, then we have Hustle. Cute little handsome sketches, and her dog. And then we have Chikawa. Some Chikawa sketches. Okay, and this is something I did. It's called Random Doodle Cutouts with different volumes. I have kind of like a trashy sketchbook that I just doodle in when I'm like absentmindedly doing something else. Like if I'm watching TV and I want to draw, I'll draw in that and not this sketchbook, because I'm actually putting effort into this, or at least I wanted to. And sometimes I would like make some really cool art and I would get mad at myself because I was like, why aren't you drawing this in the sketchbook you're trying to finish? So I just cut them out of my Floopy sketchbook and put them into here. We have Wendy from Red Velvet, Sana from Twice, and then Havana Rose Diu. And then I did another one because I have a lot of doodles in my other sketchbooks. Heijo from Luna, Jinsol from Luna, Hyunjin from Luna, and then another Sana from Twice. Ooh, and then this is when I started watching Revolutionary Girl Utena. Ugh, one of my favorite animes of all time. Super good show, super fun show. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should. It's like so, it's so good. I drew them a lot. You guys should definitely watch it if you haven't. It's like, it's a really good show. And then I drew the members of aespa. I don't know how to feel about those. More Revolutionary Girl Utena. I was obsessed with this show, as you can tell. And then I drew some choo-choos. Then I was starting to use these pens I got a lot more. Ooh, okay, this is fairly recent. This is when the Club Icarus teasers came out. I was so excited. I drew this literally the day it came out. Oh my gosh, you guys. In the clear blue Icarus. Oh my gosh. If I could like talk about Club Icarus, we would be here for like 17 million hours. I have so much to say about it, so I'm not gonna say anything at all. But oh my gosh, it's so good. I found some oil pastels, so I drew some Earthbound characters. I don't know how to feel about these. I like this Master Belch. I think that he's pretty silly. Then a Mr. Saturn. Oh. And then we have these freaks of nature. These are vicious, evil, manipulative creatures. All of them with evil intent in their hearts, okay? Especially this guy right here. He's got secrets, and he's not about to tell you. And this guy, he's like the ringleader of everything evil and nasty in the world. He's the reason why. These creatures. I drew them on my birthday. Okay. And these are pretty recent. This is like one of the last pages I just did. Another cutout page, except I drew this hustle just right on the page because I had space. And space. But yeah, we have Heejin from Club Icarus, Heiju, Hustle, and Yusul. Okay, Club Icarus sketches. We have Kimlip and then Jinsul. Jinsul, you guys, in this era is so important to me, so special to me. I love it. Oh, I love. Okay, and that wraps up the sketchbook. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, spending time with me, looking through my sketchbook with me. I really appreciate it, especially if you stayed all the way through. I think that's very silly of you. I think that's super cool of you to do. I just want to let you guys know I have an Instagram, an art Instagram. It's at DELC, yeah. I think I said it before, but I just wanted to say it again. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this a little bit silly, a little funny, a little quirky. Yeah. Bye.